Rinse takes your laundry and hand-delivers it to your door, expertly cleaned and folded. So you could take the time once spent folding and sorting and waiting to finally pursue a whole new version of you. Like Tea Time You. Or this Tea Time You. Or even this Tea Time You.
So did you hear about Dave?
Or even Tea Time You.
So update on Dave.
It's up to you. We'll take the laundry. Rinse. It's time to be great.
When it comes to what your family eats and drinks, you know your choices matter. You're the expert because you know what fits your life. And getting it right starts with good information. That's why America's beverage companies are sharing more information about our ingredients at goodtoknowfacts.org. No spin, no judgments, just the facts straight from the experts for more than 140 beverage ingredients. Visit goodtoknowfacts.org.
This is Optimal Living Daily. Create a life you want to live, not a life you have to live, by Renee Benes of thefunsizedlife.com. And I'm Justin Malik. I read to you every day with permission from the authors. We're going to jump right into it as we optimize your life. Create a life you want to live, not a life you have to live, by Renee Benes of thefunsizedlife.com. I've been taking a business course with author and speaker Rachel Hollis. Our last lesson, she told us to think about how to explain our business to others. I wrote down a very basic, straightforward answer in my notebook. Then this morning I woke up and realized my actual goal is a little bit bigger than helping people simplify their lives and improve their finances. My major goal for this blog, for my life, and for you, is to help you create a life you want to live, not a life you have to live. I lived a life I had to for a while. I've had family members who lived a life they had to live. Then you know what happened to some of them? They stopped living, literally. I don't want that to be me or you. So what can you do to get out of the rat race and start working on living a life you want? Review your financial situation. Whether you want to believe it or not, money plays a huge role for you and your dreams. If you're not living your dream right now, chances are money is part of the problem. Take the time to review your financial situation. Maybe it's really bad. Don't worry, I've been there. For far too long, we spent too much, budgeted too little, and lived above our means for too long. Are you living above your means? Spending more than 30% on housing expenses? Have credit card debt? Paying off debt in general? Take time to figure out where your money is actually going each month. How much is going toward your big dream? Knowing these percentages can really help put into perspective the amount of money you're spending in different areas of your life. You might be shocked to see how much of your money is actually going toward the wrong things. Get a strategy for improving your finances. If you're struggling with your finances, it's time to get a game plan in place. My best recommendation for this is Dave Ramsey's baby steps. Some people think Dave Ramsey's methods are too strict or old school. I think sometimes serious problems require serious discipline. The next steps to take: if you need help with major debt or bankruptcy, get help. Build a $1,000 emergency fund. Pay off debt with a debt snowball. Build a bigger savings. Keep saving. Start living. Where are you unhappy? Now that you know where your finances are, where are you at? What parts of your life are your biggest struggle? Where do you feel like you're not fully living up to the dreams you have for yourself? Chances are it's in your job, family, or health. Take time to write down your biggest areas of struggle. Name the problem. If you don't know exactly where your unhappiness stems from, it's going to be hard to fix it. Dream big. Now that you have an idea of what areas you're struggling in, write down the dream for where you want to be in that area. Maybe it's a goal weight, a dream job, a vacation. What is it? What is your big dream? Get a game plan for the life you want. Now that you know where you're unhappy and you've got your dream in place, stop dreaming and start planning. The best way to figure out how to get to your dream is to start from the end and work your way backward. For example, if you want that dream Hawaiian vacation with your spouse and you know you need $5,000 to get there, set a game plan for making that money. Don't just charge it. Whatever you do, don't make your life harder in order to get to a dream quicker. It never, ever pans out. Instead, it might look like this. Hawaii, $5,000. That leads to save $300 per month, which leads to build a big emergency fund, which leads to pay off our debts, which leads to get part-time work. Start from the finish line and work your way backwards. Maybe you don't require this many steps. Maybe you require more. Whatever your dreams, whatever the steps, it's so important to have a game plan in place. Start practicing self-care. Now, take care of yourself. Drink water, get exercise, don't overwork yourself. Read, spend time outside, do what makes your heart happy while you work to reach your dreams. If you don't, you'll forget what you're working for. Don't spend 65 years working so hard for a dream that you are burnt out by the time you get there and are no longer able to enjoy it. What's the point in that? Don't let stuff stand in your way. Don't let finances stand in your way. You get one life. Live it. You just listened to the post titled, Create a Life You Want to Live, Not a Life You Have to Live, by Renee Benes of thefunsizedlife.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary.
This episode is brought to you by Marshalls, where you never have to compromise between quality and price. The buyers at Marshalls hustle hard, working to bring you great deals on brand name and designer pieces. Because Marshalls believes everyone deserves access to the good stuff. Visit a Marshalls store near you or shop online at marshalls.com.
So good, so good, so good.
New markdowns are on at your Nordstrom Rack store. Save even more, up to 70% on dresses, tops, boots, and handbags to give and get.
Because I always find something amazing.
Just so many good brands. I get an extra 5% off with my Nordstrom credit card. Total queen treatment.
Join the Nordy Club at Nordstrom Rack to unlock our best deals. Big gifts, big perks. That's why you rack.
Thank you to Renee. I think this is pretty much what this podcast is all about, creating a life you want to live, not a life you feel stuck living. That's exactly why I keep showing up here every day with these articles. It's really easy to go into autopilot, working, spending, scrolling, until years go by and it feels like we weren't in control at all. And it's good that she mentioned practical things we can do, like reviewing finances, setting strategies, and making real plans. But this could sound like a lot, which I get. The good news is, I really believe that if you've been listening to this podcast, even for just a little bit, you're already on your way. You're already doing the work, taking a few minutes each day to pause and reflect on what matters. That's a big step in itself. I think you deserve credit for that on its own. And getting credit helps me out. That's what keeps me going here. So with that, thank you for being here. Hopefully this one was inspiring for you and you were able to get some value from it. But that should do it for today. Have a great rest of your day and I'll see you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.